The capital of Taiwan is Taipei, and the second one is Kaohsiung, and Taichung is the third one.
Okay, what is the most interesting about Taichung?
Night market.
Night market. Okay, what's in there?
Different snacks, different stores, different vendors for selling so many things.
Okay, what is the most interesting, or what is the thing that you normally do during the night market?
I usually have 2 or 3 different snacks in night market.
Okay, you said snake.
Yeah, snake.
Is this a real snake?
Like fried chicken or sausage or uh, fried eggs. Just different kinds of food.
Okay. And you said, are they selling snake as well?
Snake, yeah.
Seriously?
Not that snake. Means snake. Just SNACK.
CK. Can you show me a photo of that?
I can type it here. I mean snake. Not snake.
So during the night market, you normally have a food trip with your girlfriend, Shaun?
Yeah, I already passed a picture in the document.
Okay, let me see. Did you paste it on what page?
Page.
Oh, wow.
Oh, do you see it?
Oh, it's snacks. I thought it's snakes. Yeah. We do have here also night market because um, I just traveled here on my parents' hometown. So like you traveled to Taichung, and you are from what? What?
From Kaohsiung.
Your Kaohsiung. Is that a far from your hometown or what?
About 3 hours.
Oh wow, it's a long ride.
Yeah.
Okay. We do have night market here as well. So I'm from my husband's place where I recently stayed. That is in Bulacan. And my parents, or my hometown, it's in Baguio. So in Baguio, we have this night market as well, like this. And what are the popular food? Are this the popular food they're selling?
I think the stinky tofu is the famous snake in Taiwan.
Is this the one at the middle?
Yeah, the one in the middle.
Okay. We do have tofu here, but we call it tokwa.
Tofu.
Yeah, tokwa.
Oh, so it's the same thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and is it stinky?
Well, how they cooked it, I think it's different. But the tofu itself, we do have that here in the Philippines.
Okay.
What's this? The one beside it on the right side? Is this a corn dog? What do you call this?
You mean the sausage
Yeah.
or another stuff?
Yeah. Oh, it's a sausage.
Yeah.
Because here we call it corn dog. Like this.
Corn dog?
Yeah, corn dog. It's a hot dog covered with like a dough in.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I see.
You see it?
Yeah.
So, what is the most interesting part of this travel to Taichung or Kaichung?
Actually, I visited a lot of stores which put a lot of toys cream.
Okay.
And I spent a lot of money, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, but also I got about 7 dolls.
Wow. I bet your girlfriend is very happy.
Yeah, and I gave 2 of them to my friend so he can gave her his girlfriend.
You're so kind. And that's for free. Wow.
Yeah, free.
Okay. And what else? What is the most interesting aside from you play a toy train, you eat food, aside from that?
And we visited a famous temple in Taichung to pray for our job because one of us who visited that temple before and he got a
Wow.
great job.
So, okay.
So yeah, that's why we also visited that temple too.
So you're saying is that the current job you have is not that good?
Not exactly. For my another friend, he is seeking a new job for now. For my girlfriend, I think she doesn't have a good supervisor.
Okay.
So I think maybe just beg for a good wish. Yeah, for better working environment,
right?
Or something like that.
Okay, but for you, what did you wish? To bless your job?
I pray for I can get promoted smoothly, maybe next year or 2 years later.
What if this year? Yeah.
What if this year? Well, I don't think so. It would happen.
Why not? So.
And I'm new to this. I'm new to current company only for 1.5 year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's not long enough.
Well, who knows, right? What if you're lucky this year? So how's
Yeah.
your project? Is it done?
The key day is tomorrow. We would cut down the old one and start
Okay.
in the new one. So I guess we would uh, uh, we would get a lot of phone calls for troubleshooting.
So for these phone calls, it will be just directed to your group or to your team.
To our team, but it depends on which system. We own different systems, so user would know uh, who is the one he needs to inform.
Okay. So hopefully everything will work out well.
Yeah, eventually I think it would be done.
Now, is there something new that you've seen in Taichung, or is it the same?
Actually, I have visited there for more than
Mm-hmm.
five
Okay.
times, but um, but I think it's still a good place to visit because there is crowded, so many people, and you can uh, enjoy the
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere for shopping or eating different
Okay.
food. Uh,
But
but it's so tired because I need to drive 3 hours to there, and after a whole day, I need to drive 3 hours back to Kaohsiung.
right. So it, like I've said, it's a long drive.
Yeah.
So it is tiring. So were you just the one who tried?
Yeah, I'm the one who is responsible to for
What
drive.
about your friend?
My friend, he seldom drive cars, so I'm not sure he is capable of this.
And it's your car, right? So
Yeah,
if your friend is not that really good.
yeah, they probably would have an accident.
Yeah, so you better drive your own car.
Yeah, and as my girlfriend, she said my car is too big, so she is hard to control it.
Mhm. What type of car?
SUV,
Hmm.
uh, RAV4, this one, a Toyota.
Right, right. Wow. How long do you have your car with you?
About, yeah, just like my uh, working period in current company,
Wow.
one and a
So
half year.
you bought this car while you're when you started your job in this company?
Yeah, because I used to work in Hsinchu. There is a city in the north of Taiwan, and I decided to back to my hometown. So I found a job and I back to my
Hometown.
hometown and then
Yeah, hometown.
hometown, hometown, and then I think I now I can go home every weekend. Why why don't I buy a car? So I bought that car then.
Okay, so you really pay this in full or some sort of installment?
Oh, I don't
Um,
get it.
Installment?
Oh, I lent from my pub. My dad lent me uh,
Mm-hmm.
some money, so I pay it all
Wow.
for one.
Well, definitely it's gonna be, you know, I mean the cost, it's not that too high if you pay it in full rather than installment, right?
Yeah, so that's why I need to uh, return money to my dad
You
every
have to
month.
pay your dad.
Yeah,
Well, at least you have your own car.
yeah, and after 3 months later, uh, I would pay it all to my dad.
So, just 3 months from now, and
Yeah,
you're free.
yeah, and I will finally free.
Well, that sounds great. It's a good investment, though, right?
Yeah, I don't need to pay interest.
What about a house? Are you planning buying a house soon?
Not yet. At least I need to get married first, and then I would consider to buy
Why
my
not
own house.
while you're still, single? I mean, you're not yet married.
Because I still need some time to save money. House is totally different from car. It's
Right,
more
right.
expensive.
But if you're married with your girlfriend, you can share with the expense.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. You really, you're planning your future ahead. All right.
Mm.
So, can you tell me what did we discuss or what was our previous discussion?
Our previous
Yeah.
discussion is to make a few sentences by with those vocabularies, and I had a homework to listen
Hmm.
the audio.
So, what can you say about the audio? Is it fast? Did you understand?
There are a few
Uh,
vocabularies I don't get it.
why? What are?
Uh, so I answer the
Mhm.
question, but some parts I'm not sure, so I underline it.
What did you do? You mentioned you underlined the words that you're not sure, but did you do
Yeah,
something to make it, uh,
I try
uh-huh,
to spell it, uh, like what
uh-huh.
I have listened, but I don't think I can spell it right because I can't find it in dictionary.
What about how it was pronounced? Is it difficult or
Nope, I think just the vocabulary I don't know.
okay? So this is the discussion of the offshore base station, right? Okay. So
Yeah.
right now I'm currently on page 14. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you go ahead and read the first question?
How would an offshore base station be
And can
supported?
you read your answer?
The offshore base station would be supported by a floating structure, which could be attached to the seabed by anchor.
Correct. Your answer is correct, Sean. It's just that some of the
Mm.
words that type in here, like this word, seabed, it's actually seabed. Yeah, seabed.
Seabed.
So it's the ground of the sea. So
Okay.
like for example, this one, let me see. It's the ground under the sea. That's called seabed.
Oh, seabed.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I get it.
it is where they will attach the anchor or the anchor. So it is seabed. There. So I've added a photo.
Okay.
And also here, the
Mm.
offshore base station would be supported by a floating structure, which could be attached to. There is the word to here.
Oh,
To,
attached
yeah.
to the sea.
Attached to the seabed by anchor. Well, this
Mm.
just a few. If you will not try to, repeat on listening to the audio or recording, you will really miss some of the words. But anyways, it's just
Mm.
minor, right? Yeah, this
Okay.
minor. Next, can you read number 2?
What would the function of its anchors be? The function of its anchors could be attached
Mm-hmm.
to the seabed.
Yeah, it's
The
the same.
same thing.
Right.
Seabed.
And here anchors, also here by anchors with an S. Here on number 1.
Mm.
Okay, so your answer here is correct as well. Very good.
Okay, next. How would payloads reach the base station? Payloads could be carried from the shore to the station by ship before being lifted in the orbit.
Okay, let me just put a check mark.
Okay.
Okay, payloads could be carried from the shore. This is correct, the shore. So you said you put, yeah,
He said, yeah, he said much sure.
I'm sorry.
I mean, the recording said much sure, but I'm not
but
sure.
you got it
Okay.
correctly. So payloads could be carried from the shore to the station by ship. So it says here, how would payloads reach the base station? So it is being carried by ship before being lifted in the orbit. This is, yeah,
What? What is orbit?
okay. Orbit.
Oh, orbit. Oh. Ah, orbit.
Okay, if you're thinking about the planets has its own rotation, right? That's another code is an orbit. But here for
Mm.
payloads, I think it's referring to it's the same way like the planet, but the idea here it's a bit the same.
Mm.
We can try to add a photo here. Let's see if we can find that type of example. I can't find a clearer example of an orbit based on the sea.
This okay.
So it's you can just think of it's like a certain fact that the ship can travel. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Next, number 4.
What problem would a mobile base station help to
Okay.
prevent? To reduce the rest of connections between the cable and one of many long-suspect capability, such as satellites, the litter, or retail
Okay.
space.
Thank you. So here, there are a lot of words you didn't catch it correctly, Sean. So first, to reduce the rest of collections. This word, it's actually the right
Uh,
answer or the right words from the recording. It is the risk of
oh,
collision.
risk. Risk of
Collision is
collision.
the impact of being hit. So it's like if you're driving and if you hit
Oh,
something, so there.
yeah, it causes collision.
So to reduce the risk of a collision between the cable and one of the there is the here so one of the many lumps. This is the word lumps. It's not long. Yeah.
No.
Lumps of space debris. Lumps of
Zone of space
Um,
debris.
it's it's actually silent S, debris. Yeah,
Debris.
it's not debris.
Oh, 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 okay. This is my first time to
Mhm.
see this vocabulary.
So
Debris.
if someone or if you happen to pass by a building that's being built, they
Mm.
need to put cover or protection on the side of the building. So in that way, um, particles, for example, like cement, or we call those debris. It will not affect, for example, it's just along the highway and people are passing by. So it
Mm.
will support or protect people from, passing along the highway if there are particles or, small like this.
Mm.
Let me show you.
Zones of space debris.
So these are materials that can fall from the building that is being built.
Yeah.
So it's not literally this type of, very big. It can be for small
Mm.
debris or something like that. It can be dust or
Okay.
stones there.
Mm.
So to reduce the risk of a collision between the cable and one of the many lumps of space debris,
Lumps
uh-huh,
of space debris.
such as redundant satellites that litter orbital space.
What
Their
orbital
orbital
space?
space.
Oh,
Yeah.
orbital space. Orbital.
So
Yeah, it's the same vocabulary
right,
like
right.
orbit. To be, yeah. Okay, at least I learned new vocabularies.
But here, satellites, liter, you get it also. It's just here, or orbital space. But it's fine if, of course, if you're not really familiar about certain words, it's sometimes really hard to catch on the recording,
Mm.
especially if the accent is not, you're not used to.
Mm.
The accent on the recording, it's a bit British, not American. If you're gonna listen to native speakers, American speakers, British speakers, they have different accents. That will
Mm.
impact or it will affect how you listen to the word. For example, for British accent, to die. Well, in fact, it's today, something like that, right? Yeah, to die. And then
Today.
for American, it's today. There you go. So it
Mm.
differs. It There is difference on how they pronounce it. All right, number 5.
Mm. What would the procedure be if there was an
Okay.
alert? The station anchor could be raised, and the station could be moved to a new
Right.
location.
So if you're going to continue the recording, So it is driven by propellers to a new location out of its harm's reach. So there. But your answer is correct. So there. So what other words that you're not familiar with on you know on the recording?
The last part, just you just said harm we
Harm's ways.
harm we, yeah.
Okay, if I'm going to insert that, could be moved. Hold on. Okay, the station anchor could be raised, and the station could be moved, driven by propellers to a new location out of its harm's ways to a new location.
Oh, it
Yeah,
harms ways. Okay.
there. Do you have any question about the space stations? Alrighty.
No?
So it seems we're good with this topic. Alright, so we will go ahead and discuss next. This is emphasizing technical advantages. Have you tried researching about technical advantages? Not really.
No.
Not really.
Not really.
Well, that's fine. But
Yeah.
in your own words, what when you say technical advantages, what comes to your mind?
Convenience
Okay.
and superior and useful and
Fashion.
fashion.
Okay. And lastly, anything? Okay.
Helpful.
Alright, so let's discuss more. When you say convenient, why? Why did you say technical advantages has or brings convenience? Would that be to our human life or how's that?
Because I think convenience is one of advantage of technology. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the advantage. Why? Why can you say that it's an advantage of technology?
uh, because what if you don't have cell phone? it's hard to communicate with people in different locations. Uh, and what if you don't have internet? You wouldn't know so many things by Google.
Okay. Aside from phones and internet.
Mm, what if you don't have
Okay.
television? Uh, you wouldn't know what happened in the whole world or even your own
Well,
country.
how about radio?
Radio, yeah, it's
Yeah.
radio as well.
Okay. So it provides you information. Okay.
Yeah.
So for telephones or phones, so it will bridge the distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what is the importance of telephones or phones?
To let you uh, easy to communicate
Okay.
with people in
Mm.
different places.
And what did you say?
What did I see?
I'm sorry?
Uh,
No,
what
what
did I
did you
see?
save if because of phones? Yeah.
Uh, Save
Time.
time and uh, and cost.
I'm sorry, what word is that, Sean? Cost, okay?
Cost.
You save time, cost, or money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what about for internet?
Um, it saves me time uh, as well.
But then, right now, the use of internet, sometimes there are disadvantages.
Mm,
Like,
yeah.
for example, you mentioned about TV, right, and radio. So this um, technology or appliances, it will provide you information about the world or your country, right? But then right now we have you heard about fake news?
Yeah, of
So there
course.
are already a lot of fake news being, um, you can see that online through internet or social media.
Yeah, including
Right. What
well,
can you say about those fake news based on using internet?
um, I think nothing is
Okay.
perfect. If you want to enjoy the advantage of it, you need to understand the risk of it.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to distinguish which is real, which is
Hmm.
false.
Okay. How? So for you as of course you're using social media. What type of social media are you using, Sean? Facebook.
Facebook, Line,
What's
Instagram.
that second aside from Facebook? What's
Line.
that? L
It's
L I V E? Live?
N-E line.
Line?
Just line.
Oh, I'm not familiar about this.
Really?
Instagram, anything else you're using? Just the three
Just
of
this.
it. Okay. Twitter,
Yeah.
you're not using Twitter.
I used to use it, but only browse others'
Okay.
Twitter.
So since you're using this social media, like you said, you should know the risk. Um, you need to distinguish what is real and false. So how do you do that? By using Facebook, Line, and Instagram.
Um, if I see if I see the advertisements uh, which says unbelievable facts,
Hmm.
I wouldn't trust it in the first
Okay.
place. I would find uh,
Hmm.
evidence or anything to prove it, and then I would trust it.
Okay. How are you going to find evidence?
Uh, through the internet too.
Okay. Do you ask do you ask
Okay.
somebody like
Yeah, ask somebody, or I can just search the reviews of it or others comment, to uh, to help me uh, help me
I
distinguish.
like that. I like what you've mentioned. So you read reviews, comments, feedback, right?
Mm.
In that way
Yeah.
you will wait. You will distinguish what is real or not. Very good. Okay. Aside from reading comments or feedback or reviews, what else?
Mm. The easy way is to ask my friend or who is the
Hmm.
expert of that area to ask their opinion.
Okay. So you will ask somebody.
Mm.
Can you give me an example?
Mm, like if I wanna buy a new shoe, a pair
Okay.
of shoes, and it's expensive, and one day I find it in an
Uh huh.
online store, but the price is cheaper than uh, what I saw before. So I will start to uh, search the store's
Hmm.
environment, yeah, or I would ask my friends who if that if then no if then did they buy anything in that store before?
Okay. All right. 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 Of course. Um, there are already fake items, and also what's very common or popular right now are for us girls, those beauty products. So for you,
Mm,
shoes, right? So for beauty products, there are already a lot of fake beauty products that will definitely,
mm,
you know, that are fake. And
mm,
you're correct when it comes to the cost. So if they're selling it online and the price is cheaper compared to the real one, of course you will doubt, right?
mm.
Okay. Aside from shoes and beauty products, what other things can you think of?
Um, there are many advertisements uh, which tell you can earn
Okay.
money in easy way. Um, just leave your
Uh-huh.
contact information and then they will contact you. Um, but actually, most of them are fake. They just wanna fraud
Mhm.
your money.
What about you mentioned you're obsessed with Bitcoin before? How did you find out that
Ah, yeah.
Bitcoin it's really for real? I mean, it's not a scam.
Mm, well, I think it still has its value, no doubt. But there are uh, there are people who intend to earn profit from it, so they don't really use it or evaluate it in the right way.
But then, what makes you think that Bitcoin is it's real? I mean, it's not a scam.
Because of its
Did
skill. The skill
mhm.
is real.
Did you spend money in buying Bitcoin or what? What did you do?
Uh, I have invested money in Ethernet,
Okay. So there. Uh-huh.
and for example, I spent 100
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan dollars to buy Ethernet, but after 3 months later, I sell it to 500 Taiwan
Okay.
dollars. So actually, I have earned profit from it, but I think it's too risky because uh, you can't really uh, understand the market of it.
Right, right. I agree. It's some sort of stock exchange. Is that correct?
Yeah, exchange. Yeah, digital currency exchange.
Oh, that's the right term, digital currency, I think. I wanted to try stocks exchange or the digital currency exchange, but like you said, it's really risky. So if you're going to
Mm,
buy a stocks, I mean, for example, it's still, you know, let's say it costs $50, but then
mm.
after just a few months or let's say just days or weeks, then the price suddenly falls down. They're already selling it just
Yeah,
for $30, $40. So you lose $10 or $20, right?
yeah, and uh, You wouldn't know when would it be rest or when would it be descended.
Exactly. But there are people who are very good. They really, they really get rich.
Of course, some people just have talent on it, like Buffett, who is good at stock market, and there are still many experts are good at digital currency market.
So you really need would that be an advisor?
You need to do research. You can't just trust one of them's opinion. You need to compare with others.
Okay. Did you, um, you said you've earned in Bitcoin. Why did you stop? Is it just because of the risk?
Yeah. One of the reason is the risk. Another reason is uh, I am not that interested in it because I found my uh, another activity to rent
So,
toy scrap.
okay. In that way, you're more safe.
Yeah,
So, how's your toy cranes? Not
not
bad.
bad. Uh, Keep
Wow.
earning
Are you
money.
planning to rent additional toy cranes?
No, two is enough because I still have my daily job.
Okay. For now, how many toy cranes do you have? Three, you said? Oh, just two.
Two,
And you don't need
yeah.
to take a look on your your cranes, right?
My girlfriend do it for me. She helps me to put products in it once a day.
Oh, so that's gonna be daily. You need to.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But it only takes her for 15 minutes
Really?
a day. Yeah, she just need to open it and put
I,
products into it
mhm.
and
I
then
mean,
lock it.
for the products, would that be sold out? I mean, would that be?
Oh, I am the one who is responsible to buy it.
No, what I'm saying here is that um, would there be a lot of? Where do you place your toy cranes? Would that be near school or
Yeah. Oh, I see. You mean what if all the products
yeah?
sold out? Um, I I don't think it would happen in my toy screen. I put a lot
Oh,
of those in
okay.
it, so I'm not worried
Mm,
about.
okay. Um, your toys are being would that being how do you call this? Is it you said your girlfriend needs to put the toys right daily?
Mm, yeah,
So it
daily.
means
Yeah,
there are a lot
at
there are a
after work.
lot of people who play on your toy crane.
Yeah.
That's I'm just curious. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, because toy crime is so popular these days in Taiwan. There are so many different stores all put toy crime. So yeah, but I think uh, it wouldn't be so long.
Right, right. I agree.
Yeah.
I have a bag of toys here that my husband played on the toy crane, But like you said,
Mhm.
you need to spend a lot before you could, get a tie.
Yeah.
Like, for example, just for one tie, he needs to spend 100 pesos. And what if you're just going to buy it? I think it's gonna be more cheaper if you buy the toy itself rather than playing it in the toy crate.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Yeah.
gamble game.
Is there any technique in that way you could win?
Mm, yes, but still it depends on the the toy strength set up.
Okay. All right. So that's it for now, Sean. We will discuss further
Okay,
about this next. That's gonna be
okay.
Wednesday. Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, right?
Alrighty.
Okay.
Goodbye now. You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye bye.